Welcome to TGK Talks. Go ahead, Theo.
Okay, hey. It's been a long time. I apologize, people, that we haven't done any of this stuff in a while. Jeremy, you know him, and today we have a special guest, Lubens Remy. A great guy, a local filmmaker, and perfect person to have today because we're going to talk about Spike Lee and actually, wait a minute.
Spike Lee. Is that the topic?
We're going to talk about diversity in the Oscars and this boycott that Spike Lee, Will Smith, and Jada Pinkett Smith were upset, like they're not going to go to the Oscars because for 2 years in a row, all the nominees are white. So hashtag Oscars so white. Well, actually, let me go back. Last year, I was really upset that David
Oyelowo.
Yeah, the guy from Selma. When he did not get nominated for Selma, I was pretty pissed because I didn't think Steve Carell in Foxcatcher and Bradley Cooper in Sniper did a better performance than David. David killed it as Martin Luther King. He wasn't nominated. And I went on there saying, oh, Oscars are fucking racist. This year, however, I thought they were the best top five.
The nominees that got nominated are the ones that should have been nominated.
Yeah, I don't,
right. The two issues, I think, are getting intertwined here is, did the people who are nominated were the best? So that means the people who were in the movies for 2015, were they the best ones that are nominated? And then the second issue that I think everyone's getting mad about is that there's not enough non-white actors in movies in general. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a lot of roles, in my opinion, that should just be colorblind. Where it shouldn't matter whether the actor is black.
Like Martian. Martian.
Yeah, Martian.
So, that's what I thought. So, okay, so...
Don Cheadle could have played that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But this is the thing, and I thought about this too, and I remember when Sony got hacked, remember? By North Korea, whatever you want to call it. And there was an email where it was leaked when it said, oh, do not put Denzel Washington as the lead because, box office, statistically say, if you have a black or colored person, we're not going to make as much money. For them, it's a business, right? Obviously, we're all in here to make money and make a living, so they're going to try to maximize their returns on their investment by putting someone out there that they think, okay, well, who's going to give us the most amount of money? Let's say with an Asian lead or a brown lead or a black lead, then are there a lot of those being written? Are the writers mostly white people looking back at
I think that's the main issue is what do the executives or the people that do run the Hollywood, so to speak, know about Asians or know about black people or about those experiences, right? There is a little bit of fear of the unknown,
right,
and also alienating their audience, right?
Right.
Because they seem to think the only people that go to movies are white suburban families.
Right. But the problem is are they right that when they say when you put Denzel Washington in a movie, it's not going to make as much money? Are they right? Are they saying that from a racist perspective? Or are they literally looking at numbers and being when we put white actors, we make more money? So then how can we blame Hollywood?
I don't know.
How can you blame the business when it's literally the people are buying more tickets if it's a white actor? So who's to blame there?
Probably go down the list of all the white actors that can't open a film like Mark Ruffalo.
Johnny.
What the hell is he doing? Right?
Well, Johnny Depp, I saw a statistic. He's the most overpaid actor based on box office returns. Actually, most or almost all his recent movies are bombs. But they pay him $20 million or whatever. They're thinking, okay, we're gonna make a ton of money, but they're not. So, so some white guys can't do it either.
If you're gonna nitpick and go, this blackface can't play.
Right.
Come on, really? If those guys want to put the money towards and back a project and push it and make it play, they can.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If it's a shitty movie, it's a shitty.
Then it's gonna, it doesn't matter who's in it, black, white, Asian.
Samuel Jackson's a great Nick Fury, but in the comic book, Nick Fury was an older Caucasian guy. So, there you go, right? So
does the fact that he's black, does it change the way that the comic book people perceive?
No one.
I don't know.
There was the character in any way?
I don't know.
There was a complaint from the readers, though, right? Yeah. They were kind of this isn't true, and it's kind of the point of
it's a comic book.
Do you guys agree with Spike Lee and the Smiths boycotting, do you feel that, I mean, obviously you're allowed to protest, but do you think the protest is valid and makes sense?
Lou and Rams, go.
Well, I think it's healthy to always have checks and balances. I agree that people should speak up when they feel like things are wrong, but I feel like they picked kind of like the wrong year to do it.
So Will Smith, I feel like first it was his wife who went like, oh my God, we're boycotting, and then Will Smith didn't say nothing, then 2 or 3 days later, I'm boycotting too. I saw Concussion, the movie was average for me. His performance in there was, you know, okay, so he had an accent, so did Idris Elba.
So he had an accent.
You know what I mean? But no.
The bottom line is like his performance wasn't good enough.
Yeah, it was not good enough.
The other problem is there's 20 other positions or other major awards where maybe certain guys should have gotten consideration. Like I thought for Creed, I thought Ryan Coogler, the director,
Totally disagree.
pretty cool. Like I don't disagree.
No,
You
here's
disagree,
what.
but,
No,
but I thought he was pretty innovative in a couple scenes.
No, I agree. I think
where he really pushed it.
I think Coogler is an awesome director. I love Fruitvale Station. You know, the Oscars could have gone to 10 nominations for Best Picture. They should have instead of doing it at 8. If they went to 10, I
Creed
think
would not be included.
No, okay. So for me, I wouldn't have disagreed if one of Creed, Straight Outta Compton, Beast of No Nation, any 2 of those 3 were the 9th or 10th Best Pick. I would have no problem with that. Because I thought they were.
Like why not, right?
Because when I saw
Because if it was 10, I'll tell you, the
What'd you
2
say?
movies,
Sicario.
Sicario and Ex Machina, are the 2 that should have been in there.
Actually, you know what? You're right. Ex Machina and Sicario were my top 5 films, so you're right.
Probably if I was a Rocky fan, I would be all over that film. I didn't feel it was Best Picture nomination. I felt Stallone was the best performance in the entire movie.
And I think he's
Michael B.
gonna win.
Jordan, fine, I guess.
No, it's not.
Compton could have been.
Compton, really?
I
You
think so.
Best Picture?
It got nominated for Best Original Screenplay written by 2 white guys.
But I saw Straight Outta Compton as a screenplay. Is there doing anything
But
different?
honestly,
It's
like,
very generic.
But that's just it's a biopic. You can't. That's the story. So they put. But it was kind of. I don't know. I really
The thing,
enjoyed
okay,
it.
Straight Outta Compton, just really quick, side note, none of those fucking characters are likable. They're all fucking douchebags, and they don't have any redeeming
Dr. Dre was
qualities.
cool. He was a guy. He was a DJ. He liked his music, and they got together. He was a nice
Dr.
guy.
Dre maybe
He was
was
a nice- I
the
liked him.
one likable character.
But this is the main
The
problem.
one likable character.
I don't think that white people can relate to that story.
Oh shit! Plays the race card.
You know, I think it's just about like when you look at the black story, it is an aggressive story, and it's not the same. It doesn't come at you the same way.
I know. There was a lot of scenes on Straight Outta Compton where I felt like I probably don't get this. Because there's like the scenes with all the cops coming in, like the cops are constantly coming in. I'm like, come on, is that the cops aren't fucking attacking people constantly? But this is what I'm saying. Maybe if I was black growing up inner city LA, I'd be like, my life was like this. But to me, it's like, these filmmakers are just trying to fucking like make me feel bad for something that wasn't normally like
that
this.
That is actually their lives.
I know.
Right?
And so I don't get it. I understand.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
The thing with America is that they haven't figured out the race thing at all.
Yeah.
And I think they make a big friggin' deal out of the fact that like, oh, there's the first black guy to get nominated for this, or the third white woman or black woman to win Best Supporting Actor. Like at some point you gotta just go, oh, Viola Davis won and it shouldn't matter.
And now
It shouldn't
yeah,
matter.
And I read like the first, you even posted it up on Twitter, the first Asian guy to present.
The other thing to remember, and I saw this graph, you guys may have seen this data stat, is the fucking majority of people in the United States are white. So why is it such a surprise that the majority, if you look at the stats,
I think
if you look at the population, 300 million people, it's like majority of the people are white. So if you look at the winners of Oscars and the percentage that are white versus the percentage that are black, throw up the fucking graph. I'll put it on the screen right now.
Is there not more minorities than there are white people?
No.
No, like there's not more Mexican, like combined.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
This graph, unless this graph is bullshit, unless this graph is that I'm putting on the fucking screen, they don't have to Google it. It'll be on the screen. Fact check this graph. It says the population of the United States is 80 fucking whatever percent, and then the minority is a certain percentage, and it works out the same percentage of winning people winning the Oscar who are white and non-white. So people are making a big fucking deal of nothing.
I almost think that, you know what, like.
Secondly, one other thing, sorry to interrupt you, let's not fucking forget that one of the movies that everyone thinks is gonna win, is probably gonna fucking win, and is up for Best Director, is directed by a goddamn Mexican.
True.
So there's diversity, there's fucking diversity in the author, is.
If you're excluding, black people 2 years in a row, it becomes noticeable. I'm almost kind of like, man, just throw a bone at a few.
But you think that's good? You think that's a good precedent to set? To just throw a bone?
Most of the movies in the Academy Awards, I don't think are the best movies of the year anyway.
Fucking point.
Well, Bridge of Spies.
It's a good fucking point, because I disagree with the Academy a lot.
Right, so when you look at some
fucking
of the...
good point.
I mean, my friend and I were talking about that movie, Victoria. There's also Tangerine.
Tangerine is so fucking good.
There's also Dope.
I didn't see Dope, but yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of these movies that aren't nominated for Oscars, right?
Yeah, Victoria...
That are probably way better than the ones that are nominated. So there is a type of movie that the Academy accepts.
That it fits the mold, and it's why people watch movies and they go, oh, this is Oscar bait.
Right.
It's why that term even exists. It's because people even recognize the form of movie that
it's got the right director, the right actor, the right kind of story.
Yeah.
And they're all, if you kind of look at it, it's usually around the same kind of stories with the same kind of actors that get nominated.
Yeah.
Right? They're not ever going to take a chance on a movie like Tangerine.
Fuck, these aren't twist-offs.
Which actually pushes the envelope of what of the black experience. I mean, you're talking about movies that actually make people feel uncomfortable.
Right.
I look at Ryan Coogler. You might disagree, but he's an up and comer.
Yeah.
Right. Sure, he won't win, but having him on the ballot really kind of opens your eyes out to a new, young, fresh.
Okay, but is that the point of
I think
the
part
awards?
Of it should be
really
the point of it. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're looking at the next generation of greatness.
Right.
And I think it's up to the Academy to recognize that.
You totally fucking took the air out of my argument, though, because I was gonna make the argument that the Academy shouldn't be blamed at all because it should just be the best of the best. But his argument that the majority of the movies that are nominated for Best Picture I don't even fucking agree with, I have that same feeling every year, so now it's like I have nothing.
You got something.
Eventually, at some point, I don't know when that's going to be, you will see more Asians or more blacks or more brown or more whatever in film. But again, it all starts with the writing, the script, and the director saying, okay, you know what, the lead could be purple, green, black, white, whatever. And so I use Martian as an example because the other films were biopics of white people. But Martian, Denzel you could have put someone else in there and played the biologist, right? That's what he was.
So there's a strange balance here though, because you're saying Martian, you're picking that movie out because it's not a biopic, it's a fictional movie, and you're saying that you could throw a non-white actor in there. So, but there's a strange thing here where when you make a movie, you cast, right? So you have all these actors, they come in and they read for the part. I don't know if Matt Damon read for the part, maybe Ridley Scott had a backroom deal.
He picked him.
Okay, he picked him. Okay, fine. But did he pick him because he was the best actor for the role, or did he pick him because he didn't want a black actor? So it's kind of like movies are supposed to be about finding the best actor for that story.
But look at his films. Every film he's done, has he had, and I could be wrong here, I think they're all white.
So you're saying that it's not a coincidence that when he casts for films, the best actor for the stories he wants to tell happen to be white. You're saying that's not a coincidence? You're saying that's purposeful?
If you're a director that's been around that long, wouldn't you want to do a film just always has to be? I would always want to, as a director, explore and try new things and And just to have a white person as my lead every single time, and I'm 70-something years old, I look at when Mad Max, another film, Fury Road, which is one of my top 5 films of this year, I think George Miller's racist. He is. If you look at all his movies, all white, in the future there's just white people. The only white people survive this apocalyptic thing. Now look at Spielberg. Is all of his leads been white?
He did The Color Purple, right?
Yeah, that was a great movie.
That's Color Purple.
Okay.
That was
So,
black.
the one time.
But yeah, maybe. Is there any other ones?
Actually,
is that the only one I can think of?
Well, E.T. was black.
The movie Flight, that was nominated for Best Pick, wasn't it? And Denzel for Best Actor.
Best Picture.
Flight.
Throw it up on the screen.
I think it was. I could be wrong.
To stop. Huh? What is this fucking noise?
Maybe in the fridge. Okay, let's talk about Flight. That's a movie that could have been a white lead, could have been whatever, and they chose Denzel, and I enjoyed the movie.
Wait, I thought Flight was based on a true story.
No, it wasn't.
I'm just kidding.
The plane went straight down. It all starts with the ticket buyer. If they put someone in there, is the movie going to make money? And obviously, if you're an investor, you want to minimize your risk. And unfortunately, us and everyone else who goes to the movie, you really decide the future really of who's going to be in there. But
is that the moral of this?
Well, I think
moral of this video?
Yeah, I think. Well, for me, it's like if someone stops buying something, then it's everything's business, right? So like if you put an Asian in there and it bombs, then Hollywood's gonna be like, oh fuck, we just bombed that movie. But Johnny,
it's the one Asian dude that they ever tried with.
Yeah, exactly. How many opportunities have white movies had?
Well, exactly.
I think really Hollywood needs to just look at other races and other diverse people as just people, and actually start accepting them as that.
Right scripts. Right scripts.
That's it. And, straight from Lou Vin Remy's mouth.
So should we conclude with any final thoughts?
I think that is the final thought.
Really?
Right there, man. Laid it out. Just people.
We're running out of beer.
Fuck
anyways.
black, white, all white Oscars. It's all people, man.
Well, I've got one other thing.
I think I just said fuck black. Movies. It didn't sound good.
Yeah, because you said like I thought you went, and then as you were saying that, I was thinking about all the girls how many black girls I've banged, how many white girls I've banged. My dick's multicultural, I'll tell you that much. But I'm gonna say hey. But okay, do you think it's racist to say I prefer like if someone only dates a certain color?
Jesus, you're going on another tangent. That's a different.
I have a friend of mine who's not racist because he has friends.
That's nothing to do with the Oscars, people.
No, but he only dates white girls, and he's Asian. So does that mean he's racist, or is Dick's racist?
Yeah, I've always wondered about that. I've always fucking wondered about that. Does that mean you're racist? Because everyone's got a type, right? Everyone's got a type, and I mean, there's black guys that prefer white women. I'm sure they're out there. I mean, they're out there, right?
Racist, but are they actually?
Is that racist? I know. I've always wondered that.
That's the next video. Can your dick be racist?
The final thought.
All right, we went from Will Smith, Spike Lee to racist dicks. Cheers. Or yes. So until next time, I don't know when that's going to be.
Probably another year.
Yeah,
2
thanks.
years. Fuck this channel. Fuck you.
Lubens, what's your Twitter?
At Lubens Remy.
Okay,
that's it,
we'll put his Twitter.
Is it at Lubens?
I don't know, but we're going to put it in the video.
At
TGK Films,
I don't know.
At TGK73, so follow us. Our social media is fucking gangster.
There was 72 other TGKs.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't take TGK.
Are you serious? You tried every single one, TGK?
I had TGK Films. I had TGK Films, and they kicked me off because I had too many nipples. And then
on Instagram?
Yeah, they just shut me down. Not even a warning.
He's got 9 nipples. He's one of the only people that has over 8
Instagram
nipples.
kicked me off with no warning. Said you're done. So then I went back. The TGK was taken. So I didn't look. My birth year is 73. So TGK 73, and it was there. So I took it. Anyway, that's a whole nother video.
Yeah, the whole nipple thing.
Okay, so I don't know. Leave comments or whatever. Again, we'll try to do more videos. But
fuck you if you leave a comment.
Yeah.
Don't say anything bad about me.
Is that it? We done? Should we eat tacos or whatever?
Yes.
I gotta take a piss.
Let's go eat tacos. Okay, thanks. Until next time. Condoms are for whips. Bye.
How fucking long?